The erosion of these rights to strike and the right to join a union have been consistent over the last few decades.
Calls continue to grow for the Manitoba government to ban the usage of replacement workers in a strike and make the process of joining a union easier. The Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives releasing a new report Friday calling for measures they say will make the playing field easier for workers when it comes to labor relations. The report calls for an end to two-step union certification, where currently a secret ballot is required after at least 40% of workers have signed a membership card indicating they want a union.
When you have the two-step process, once those cards are signed and they're delivered to the labor board, then the employer is notified that workers in your workplace have indicated their preference to join a union, and that's when employers start to get their backs up and start to talk to have these closed-door meetings with their workers.
The report is also calling for an end to the usage of replacement workers during a strike. According to the CCPA, the usage of replacement workers saw work disputes prolonged, with strikes involving replacement workers lasting on average 45 days compared to about 23 days without their usage. Something this former Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries employee says happened during the MBLL strike last summer.
The added insult was that Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries was offering higher wages to replacement workers than what they had been offering to us at the negotiating table.
The Canadian Federation of Independent Business fears if replacement workers are banned, businesses can potentially go out of business during a prolonged strike.
Last summer, the Manitoba General Employees Union strike, the liquor workers strike, we saw severe disruptions for business owners. In fact, 63% of our members in retail and hospitality had to decrease their service offerings at a time when they needed revenue the most.
British Columbia and Quebec have long had bans on replacement workers in place under many different governments, and their economies are strong.
The Manitoba NDP government campaigned on making it easier to join a union and is currently undergoing consultations regarding potentially introducing legislation banning replacement workers.
Well, it's really important for our government to make sure that we're respecting workers and that we're protecting their rights.
In Winnipeg, Djan, City News.